This video will provide instructions for using the Approvals feature in Formstack. The Approvals feature allows account administrators to set up approvers who have the ability to approve or deny submissions. When an end user submits a form, the approver will be notified via email so they can review the submission and approve, deny, or add notes for their team regarding the status of the submission. All approvers must have a Formstack account. To add a new approver, under Settings, on the Approval menu, type in the email address of the approver. Because they already have an account, the name and email of the person should pop up. Select the name and select Add Approver. You may also include logic for an approver that dictates under which circumstances they will receive approval request. For example, you may only need a user to approve submissions if certain fields are selected or answered in a particular way. Fields eligible for approver logic include drop-down list, checkboxes, number fields, or radio button fields. To add logic, click Add Approver Logic. Update the rule. You can add multiple rules by clicking on the plus. Click Save when you're finished. In this example, this approver would only be included in the approval process if the form was submitted with the type of pet as fish. You can add an approval series to your submissions. Click Add Multiple Steps. This will bring up the option to add an additional approver into the workflow. The submission will only be emailed to the approver in Step 2 after they are approved by the person in Step 1. If a denial occurs, the approval workflow stops at that person. If you have multiple approvals and you have logic added to the person in Step 1, but that logic never gets met, the submission will skip Step 1 in the approval workflow and move on to Step 2. This is a good way to have specific submissions routed to different approvers based on set criteria and logic. When a form is submitted, you can choose to have all of the data sent to the approval via email, or you can send the approver a link to the submission page, and this will require that they log into Formstack to view the submission under the Submission tab and approve or deny it from there. You can also create automatic email messages that go out to the end user after a decision has been made. To create an approval message, you can click Add or Edit Approval Message and create a custom message, and this will only go out if the approval status is approved. The same with the denial message. You can edit that message using custom fields, and it will only go out if the approval status is denied. You can also create a notification message, which will go to the email address that you put in, and it can go to a person or to an entity account. This is good for if someone needs to take action after a form is approved. Forms that are enabled with approvals will have an approval status column added to the Submission tab. So in this view, you can see if a submission has been approved or denied, or if the submission is waiting to be approved or denied. You can also view each individual submission and any documents that they may have attached. This concludes this video.